God whispers, my cherished one, heed my voice, for the stars themselves are quaking. Seraphim stand stunned because only you remain blind to the upheaval of the previous evening. The cosmos turned in the hush of your slumber, and every celestial being has been murmuring your essence. Pause here. Linger fully, for the disclosure I'm on the verge of unveiling will rattle your foundations. Remain through it all, for this transcends mere words, it's the concealed verity long veiled from your sight. As you slumbered in visions, a sacred touch descended upon your path. Bonds shattered. Veils lifted from mysteries. A facade crumbled in the quiet veil of dusk. And the divine etched your identity in flames of eternity. Yet you stand oblivious to the wonder that transpired mere hours past. The mighty seraph Uriel flanked with his flame, safeguarding your inheritance, as Raphael bore the tidings across the realms above. And the Creator intoned, swiftly now, for this marks their ultimate opportunity to grasp it. Thus, it finds you in this instant. Cling to this. Do not stray. A council convened among the clouds, and your essence resounded fiercer than tempests. All heavenly hosts drew breath in wonder, for the decree concerning you will reshape your existence eternally. One who believed they had severed your favor was ensnared, unveiled, and banished from the thresholds of your fate. And the realms above selected you, indeed, you, to receive it foremost. Hence my plea, do not hasten past, do not glide onward. Linger with me to the close, for the verity is poised to cascade before your gaze. The divine proclaims you hold until 9 p.m. this eve. Beyond that, the portal seals. The occurrence of the prior dusk explains the hesitations, sorrows, and shattered vows you've endured. Yet the halt concludes now. A transformation stirs already. And should you bare your soul, the celestial messengers will illuminate all to you. This is your pivotal instant. The realms above have intervened, yet you are called to reply. Linger here, for each tick holds sacred weight. Thus, attend, this is no fable. This is your lived truth. The cause of Seraphim's astonishment lies in fate's attempt to elude you, thwarted by the Almighty's decree. Your essence encircled in the exalted spheres, your grace affirmed, and your adversaries laid bare. All transpired in the eve's embrace. But should you avert now, dismiss this, you risk eternal blindness to the liberation that could unbind you wholly. Linger to the conclusion. Do not permit its flight. My cherished soul, this heralds the realms above's ultimate summons for you. The divine urges, make haste ere 9 p.m. this night, embrace this verity, for post-dusk, the threshold shuts, and your due may yield to another. Do not glide. Do not hasten. Anchor here. The messengers await. The verity awaits. And your wonder poised at your threshold. If primed to seize it, remain bound. Do not depart this vision. Disseminate it, align now, and signal the realms above you've claimed this herald. My cherished one, your presence endures. And that signifies the exalted spheres have deemed you worthy of lore others shan't possess. Do not hasten, do not glide, for the instant you withdraw, the verity fades. Linger with me to the close, for each pulse unveils a fragment of what the messengers sought to impart from the prior eve. The seraphim encircle, their tones swelling like gales, proclaiming, why do they remain veiled? Why eludes their grasp? They marvel that you, the anointed, yet fail to weigh the decree of the exalted assemblies. But this epoch is yours. Indeed, this your ultimate bid to behold the expanse. Draw near. Linger to the close, for a vista of splendor impends. In the prior eve's hush, as mortals rested, your essence ascended to the sanctums divine. Messengers knelt, annals unfurled, and the Creator himself gestured to your trajectory. All pilfered was inscribed anew into your weave. Every deferred oath laid forth once more. Thus the messengers quiver. It loomed vast, sacred, potent beyond evasion. And still, you grasped not its breadth. Do not stir. Do not hasten. Linger with me. The verity unfolds thus, a concealed facet of you emerged in the nocturnal veil. One who beamed before you yet murmured betrayal was seized by celestial radiance. Their covert pact fractured, and the realms above proclaimed your essence in triumph. This alone draws you hither now. The divine bids, linger. Linger to the close. For the forthcoming eclipses all prior losses. My cherished, this eve ere 9 p.m., a gateway gleams for you. The mighty Seraph Oriel posts sentinel there, repelling all that barred your advance. Yet he bides your soul's stir, your vision's dawn, your essence's acknowledgement of the verity. Do not hasten, do not glide, cling fast, for this defies the mundane. This your sacred pivot. And now the messengers incline nearer. They murmur. Command them to pause. Command them to hold. Command them the ensuing pulse reshapes all. Thus my exhortation, do not depart. Do not avert. Your verity cascades, and the realms above implore your vigil till the ultimate utterance falls. Should this herald stir your core, linger attuned, for the ensuing segment unveils the guarded lore of the exalted spheres for you. Do not forego it. My cherished soul, you must absorb this, for the realms above yet churn. Do not hasten. Do not glide. Anchor here, for each pulse bears you profounder into the guarded arcana veiled from your sight. The prior eve's tumult dwarfs all prior tales, and you alone remain to claim its knowledge. Linger to the close, for your verity dawns. The Seraphim convened in hush, their pinions quivering as the edict resounded. A blaze fiercer than embers grazed your essence, and abruptly the tome of your fate recast. The messengers inhaled sharply, beholding what mortal orbs shan't. That all obstructed, stalled, or seized has surged back to you. Yet you, the anointed, tread as though unaltered. Thus my decree, do not stir. Do not glide. Linger with me. Heed keenly, for in the prior eve the fetters round your path dissolved. The burden upon your core eased, unseen by your gaze. The exalted intervened covertly, yet now demands your ken of the verity. The Creator himself proclaims, my soul, hasten ere 9 p.m. this night. Advance into my bestowed. Thus you cannot forsake this herald. Pause, linger. Abide till the close. One deemed to mute you eternally, yet their murmurs sundered by exalted timbre. Their veiled ploys fragmented, and in the sanctums divine, the messengers acclaimed, your essence in conquest. The mighty Seraph Oriel hoisted his blaze, severing deceptions. And Raphael affirmed the verity in the firmament. And still the cosmos knows not. Solely you absorb this now. Do not hasten. Do not glide, for the next throb bears your enlightenment. My cherished, the exalted realms clamor. Linger. Do not avert. For the ensuing herald's fragment, We shall unveil what the messengers beheld and why your path veers ere dusk wanes. This your epoch. This your verity. Linger with me, for the next unfolds what your core yearned. Pause with me. The next segment nears. Do not forego it, my cherished soul. Anchor here. Do not hasten. Do not glide. For what I unveil next defies evasion, the fragment you were fated not to forego. The exalted realms incline. The seraphim murmur fiercer, and your essence reverberates through timelessness. From the eve's arcana's dawn, the realms above bided your gazes pierce. Linger to the close, for the verity ascends like blaze. The messengers poised in hush, stunned you tread sightless. They beheld your tome unfurled. They beheld oaths inscribed anew in aureate script. They beheld each sorrow gathered, transmuted to graces. And yet you heed this herald as mere echo. Nay, my soul, it defies. This the summons shaping your morrow. Do not stir. Do not hasten. Anchor here. The prior eve's deed transcended norm. A spectre sought to clasp your fate, yet exalted radiance prevailed. The mighty seraph Uriel clove every bulwark, and Raphael wafted the bulletin athwart the vaults. The Creator decreed, this their ultimate bid to ken. Thus this herald claims you now. Not happenstance. Sacred juncture. Pause, linger with me, for each tick draws you nearer your surge. A title, a visage, a verity ties to the eve's disclosure. The realms above proffer it, primed to bear. Yet you must not avert. Thus my ceaseless call, do not glide, do not hasten. The very pulse you ponder flight, the verity arrives, you cannot hazard its loss. My cherished, the messengers yet intone, command their vigil. Command their heed. Command the next unveils what their core sought. Thus you must not stir now. Linger to the close, for your chronicle unfolds, your fate unlatches, and the exalted observes your echo. Cling, for the next bears the arcana sealed in the eve's hush. Do not forego it. Linger with me. My cherished soul, do not stir. Do not hasten. Do not glide. You perch in the exalted's ordained pulse. And should you withdraw now, you'll ne'er absorb the verity the messengers hazarded all to bear. Linger to the close, for each utterance bears the heft of the prior eve's deed. And you alone the elect to claim it. The seraphim yet marvel in stun. They fathom not your tread through this dawn as though unshifting, when verily your fate's arc veered wholly. They beheld it, your fetters cascading, your essence radiant, your sorrows forging streams of grace. And yet you gaze not upon it. Thus the exalted intones now, linger. Do not avert. The verity nears. In the prior eve, a sacred conclave graced the pinnacles divine. Arcana veiled for epochs bared. Falsehoods uttered, gainst you crumbled. Contrivances reared to bar you dispersed as chaff. The mighty seraph Uriel towered, proclaiming your liberty, while Raphael affirmed your genesis anew with the Creator's timbre. And all exalted vaults echoed your essence in conquest. Do not glide. Do not hasten, for this no chronicle. This your lived weave. My cherished, absorb this. Ere 9 p.m. this night, the verity must claim you. The exalted grants this casement, this ultimate bid to fathom your restitution in the dusk. One who deemed to mute your fate unveiled. And the messengers exulted, for their sway ceased. This draws you hither now. Do not forego this pulse. Linger with me to the close. Each tick you abide proofs to the exalted your readiness. The messengers observe. The Creator observes. And your essence yet resounds. The verity cascades shard by shard. And the next pulse bears what lurked in obscurity. Do not hasten, do not glide, linger with me. The next bears the arcana the Seraphim beheld in the eve's veil. Pause with me, for the grandest enlightenment impends. My cherished soul, anchor here. Do not hasten. Do not glide, for this the pulse you yearned. The exalted realms bore you through each tick to this juncture. The Seraphim murmur fiercer now, their tones swelling like gales, permit not their foregoing this verity. Linger to the close, for what impends touches your core's abyss. The prior eve transcended instant. It a sacred barter. What seized from you reclaimed. What fractured within mended. And what barred against you unlatched with sacred wards. The messengers quivered beholding it, for the veer loomed vast beyond shroud. And yet you grasped not its splendor's span. Thus this herald pursues you now. Do not stir. Do not glide. Linger. The mighty seraph Uriel posted as the edict sealed. His blaze seared, cleaving every fetter round your essence. Raphael's clarion wafted your emancipation's echo to every exalted nook. And the Creator decreed, this their ultimate bid to behold my deed. My cherished, thus you cannot withdraw. You perch within your enlightenment's pulse. One who deemed to bar your fate bared before the exalted. Their spectre lifted, their sway sundered, and your weave's verity reclaimed before all messengers. Thus they wail now, stunned you gaze not upon the prior eve's deed. But this your bid. This your epoch to ken. Linger with me to the close. Each tick you abide steps you nearer the verity's full bearing. The exalted bides, the messengers heed, and your wonder cascades. Do not hasten, do not glide, for the next bears what shrouded in the eve's hush. Pause with me. The next nears, and it bears the arcana the exalted guarded soul for you. My cherished soul, do not stir, do not hasten, do not glide. You've crested the herald's core throb, and the exalted observes if you'll linger. The Seraphim yet convene, their pinions folded in hush, biding your absorption of the prior eve's decree's fullness. Linger to the close, for each line bears your verity's blaze. In the prior eve's mortal repose, your essence resounded in the divine sanctums fiercer than gales, a banquet arrayed, and thereon graces long barred. The messengers inclined as the Creator proclaimed, the epoch dawns, no more halts, no more refusals, my cherished. The ether round you veered, yet you behold not its span. Thus this herald resounds before you now. Do not hasten. Do not glide. Pause with me. The Seraphim inhaled as they beheld who barred your advance. Their guise bared in the divine courts, their sway stripped. The messengers wailed, not in dread, but in reverence of your safeguarding span. And they pondered, how treads the anointed sightless. Thus I intone, beseeching, do not forego this pulse. Linger to the close, for the verity poised to cascade before your gaze. The mighty seraph Uriel hoisted his blaze as the edict affirmed. Every shadowed timbre gainst you muted. Every grasp that sought your due repelled. And your fate recast, radiant fiercer than your. This draws you hither, absorbing these utterances now. The exalted intervened already, yet you must claim it. Do not stir. Do not glide. Linger. My cherished, this eve ere 9 p.m., the verity looms as an unbarred portal. The messengers exhort your stride through. They clamor, linger. Do not avert, for the next utterance reshapes all. This your ultimate bid to behold what the exalted bestowed already. Cling, for the next bears the eve's beheld's detail. Linger with me. Do not withdraw, for the enlightenment cascades. My cherished soul, do not hasten. Do not glide. Do not avert. This pulse bears fate's heft beyond your ken. Linger to the close, for the arcana the messengers witnessed in the prior eve presses, gainst the exalted's ramparts, biding your claim. Each tick you abide nears you the full verity sealed with your essence. The seraphim yet murmur in reverence. How eludes their sight yet? How treads the anointed sands the prior eve's fierce blaze? Their tones quiver, for they beheld your chronicle recast in aureate blaze. They beheld your life's tome bared, and each leaf smeared with forfeiture, halt, treason scoured pristine. Fresh utterances inscribed, surges, reclamations, wonders. Do not stir. Do not hasten. Anchor here, for this bears for you. The prior eve no mere pulse. It a sacred judgment. One dawn guise, feigned alliance yet opposed unveiled in the Creator's presence. Their veiled aims dispersed as chaff. The exalted proclaimed your emancipation, and the messengers raised a claim shaking timelessness. My cherished, this soul draws you now. Do not glide. Do not hasten. The exalted ensures your claim. The mighty seraph Oriel posted with blaze searing from his brand, cleaving every spectre lingering round your weave. Raphael's timbre thundered, proclaiming, accomplished. What seized reclaims. The exalted vaults roared conquest. And still, the messengers pondered your unseen gaze. Thus this herald pursues. It your ultimate bid ere the portal seals this eve. Linger with me to the close. My cherished, your essence gleams in the exalted even now. Each tick you abide proofs your readiness to ken. Do not hasten, do not glide, for the verity concludes not yet. The next peals the shroud, bearing what your core yearned. Linger with me, for the next bears the enlightenment reshaping all for you. My cherished soul, do not hasten, do not glide, for this fragment you hazard not foregoing. The exalted inclines fiercer. The messengers observe if you'll crest to the close. Each tick now sacred. Each utterance bears the prior eve's deed's heft. Cling. Abide with me, for the enlightenment pulses near. The seraphim yet quiver and stun, murmuring midst themselves. How eludes their ken? How treads the anointed sands beholding the already wrought? They beheld it, my soul. They beheld your weave recast. They beheld fetters tumbling, portals unlatching, graces barred surging toward you. Do not stir. Do not hasten, for the exalted bides your realization of their ken. In the prior eve, a divine fiat resounded. A potent grasp pierced your chronicle, wrenching the shroud o'er the verity. One beamed before you, yet schemed in hush unmasked before all exalted. Their veiled intents, covert utterances bared to radiance. And the messengers inhaled, for your fate reclaimed in one divine stroke. Linger with me. Do not glide, for the verity ascends now. The mighty seraph Uriel reared his brand o'er your essence, proclaiming naught nor none erases your due. Raphael acclaimed your emancipation's echo, so potent the firmament quaked. And the Creator affirmed, this their epoch. Ere 9 p.m. this night, they must ken, my cherished, that draws you hither now. The exalted ensures your absorption of the long-guarded. The messengers wail. Command their pause. Command their heed. Command the next bears the arcana unlatching their weave. Thus I intone anew, do not hasten, do not glide, do not avert. You pulses from kenning all guarded. Linger with me, for the next bears the profoundest verity of the exalteds beheld in the prior eve. My cherished soul, do not hasten, do not glide, do not avert. You've edged the verity's brink, and the exalted holds breath to see your linger to the close. Each utterance now bears the prior eve's enlightenment's blaze. Linger with me, for what I unveil reshapes your core indelibly. The seraphim yet murmur, yet stun, yet clamor, why eludes their ken yet? Why treads the anointed sands the bestowed blazes light? They beheld your essence radiant. They beheld your fate bursting. They beheld Halt's fetters forging grace's streams. And still you dwell as unshifting. My cherished, linger to the close, for the shroud lifts imminent. In the prior eve, the divine courts thundered a judgment reshaping all. A verity veiled epochs bared. One wielding sway to shroud your grace stripped, for the throne. Their murmurs muted, contrivances dispersed, sway effaced. The messengers inhaled as your essence reclaimed its throne. Do not glide. Do not hasten, for this the verity fated not your foregoing. The mighty seraph Uriel reared his brand, felling every bulwark in your stride. Raphael's timbre pealed, proclaiming your morrow no longer halted, but hastened. And the Creator intoned, herald them ere 9 p.m. this night, lest the verity eludes. Thus this herald claims you now. It your ultimate casement to fathom the exalted's completed deed. Linger with me. Do not stir, for the enlightenment resides. My cherished, you perch in sacred pulse. The messengers proclaim linger. Do not withdraw. Do not avert. The next utterance bears the arcana their core yearned. Thus my beseechment anew. Do not hasten. Do not glide. Linger to the close. The exalted observes your echo, and your wonder ties to your affirm. Cling, for the next bears the prior eve's beheld's detail. This the verity you forego not. My cherished soul, do not glide. Do not hasten, for this pulse bears heft beyond ken. The exalted bided this fragment for your heed, and the seraphim clamor fiercer than e'er. Linger to the close. Do not forego the verity. Each utterance now draws you nearer the prior eve's sealed blazes revelation. The messengers poised in stun as your fate reopened. They beheld oaths in tombs surging anew. They beheld barred portals swinging vast. They beheld your essence reared above the gale, radiant fiercer than yore. And yet you tread as sightless. Thus the exalted churns, exhorting your linger. Do not stir. Do not glide. Anchor here. For your enlightenment pulses imminent. In the prior eve, the throne divine ringed in blaze. Your essence resounded in eternity's courts. Each halt effaced, each falsehood bared, each seized grace reclaimed to you. The seraphim inhaled, for it loomed vast for one pulse. They wailed, how fathom they this? How behold what transpired. And the Exalted decreed this herald claim you this dawn. The mighty seraph Uriel reared his brand toward the verity. Raphael's clarion wafted your emancipation's timbre athwart the vaults. And the Creator proclaimed, this their ultimate bid. They must ken ere dusk wanes. Thus this pulse diverges. Thus your core bids no avert. Linger with me. Do not hasten. Do not glide. For the next bears the detail you yearned. My cherished, the Exalted implores you. Linger. Pause. Heed, for what impends transcends utterance. It the verity shaping your morrow. This why you cannot withdraw. Why you must cling. The Exalted observes your echo, and your wonder binds to your choice to abide. Linger with me, for the next bears at last the guarded verity the Seraphim beheld in the prior eve. Do not forego it. My cherished soul, do not hasten. Do not glide. Do not avert. You've crested the pulse the Exalted bided your absorption. The Seraphim yet quiver, their pinions shaking in stun, for the prior eve's bared verity defies shroud longer. Linger to the close, for each tick now brims the arcana faded not your foregoing. The Exalted vaults hushed not in the prior eve. They thundered your essence. Your fate's tome unrolled for the throne divine. And each halt, treason, veiled ploy incinerated in sacred blaze. The messengers inhaled, beholding your we've recast for their orbs. And yet you, the anointed, tread sightless yet. Thus this herald pursues now. Do not stir. Do not glide. Linger, for your orb's dawn imminent. The mighty seraph Uriel centered in the court, his brand searing as he rent bulwarks barring you. Raphael's timbre wafted athwart the vaults, proclaiming, accomplished. The anointed reclaims. And the Creator intoned, herald them ere 9 p.m. this night, lest the portal seals. This why I intone to you now. This why you cannot avert. Do not hasten, do not glide. Linger to the close. For the arcana resides, my cherished. The Exalted fathoms who sought your muting. The Exalted fathoms who barred your grace. And in the prior eve they bared, for all messengers. Their guise tumbled, their sway ceased, and your essence reared higher. The messengers wail even now, murmuring, command their linger. Command the next bears the ultimate verity. Thus you must not forsake this pulse. You edge your enlightenment. The Exalted vaults unbarred. The messengers bide, and the Creator observes your echo. Linger, pause, abide, for the next bears at last the prior eve's deeds full verity. Do not stir. Linger with me. The next bears all. My cherished soul, do not hasten, do not glide, for this the pulse the Exalted pressed into your essence since the prior eve. The messengers yet revere, yet murmur your essence, yet query, fathom they the wrought for them? Linger to the close, for this transcends utterance. This your verity's cascade. The Exalted vaults pulsed in the prior eve. Your essence resounded not once, but ceaseless in the divine courts. Your fate's tome cradled open, and each forfeiture you bore, each endured halt, each veiled ploy, gainst you upturned. The messengers inhaled as the Creator's blaze recast your chronicle, affirming your grace in aureate blaze. Do not stir. Do not glide, for this verity's fullness releases to you now. The mighty seraph Uriel reared a ward o'er your essence, repelling every spectre seeking you. Raphael's clarion wafted your emancipation's echo into timelessness. And the Creator proclaimed, ere 9 p.m. this night, let them ken this their ultimate bid to fathom. My cherished, thus this herald claimed you. Thus you cannot avert. Linger to the close. The seraphim stun, for the one deeming to entomb your wonder unmasked, for all exalted. Their veiled intent sundered, utterances muted, grasps effaced from your fate. And the messengers wailed in reverence, how treads the anointed sightless of the prior Eve's deed? Thus you bared again and again, do not hasten. Do not glide. Pause. Each tick you abide proves your essence's readiness. The exalted observes. The messengers incline, and the verity presses surfacing. Do not stir, my cherished, for the next the bearing, the prior Eve's beheld's detail and why your weave reshapes post-dusk. Linger with me. Do not avert, for the next bears the enlightenment you yearned. My cherished soul, do not glide. Do not hasten, for what you absorb the pivotal fragment yet. The exalted bided this pulse for you. The seraphim wailed since the prior Eve, and the verity ascends like blaze toward you. Linger with me to the close, for your orbs behold what your essence yearned. The exalted realms convened in hush in the prior Eve as your fate recast. Your essence reared. Your grace reclaimed. And utterances, gainst you incinerated in the Creator's presence. The messengers quivered, not in dread, but reverence, for your weave's veer defies shroud. Still, they queried midst, can they yet? Behold they the decreed. Thus this herald pursues unceasing. Do not stir. Do not glide, for the reply nears fiercer than e'er. The mighty seraph Uriel towered as blazes rampart warding your due. Raphael's clarion wafted your liberty's announcement athwart the vaults, proclaiming, the epoch dawns. The anointed freeze. And the Creator decreed, herald them now, for post-dusk, the pulse returns not. My cherished, this why you cannot avert your orbs. Each tick here sacred. Each pulse charged with verity. The exalted bared who barred your advance. Their guise tumbled, for the messengers, and their veiled contrivances dispersed as cinders. What they deemed entombed resurrected. What they sought to mute resounded fiercer, and what they aimed to seize reclaimed to your grasp. Do not hasten. Do not glide. Linger to the close, for this your chronicle cascading. My cherished, the messengers yet murmur, linger, heed. Pause for the next bears the arcana's profoundest shard. This your ultimate bid to ken the exalted's decreed in your favor. Do not forego it. Linger with me, for the next bears the prior Eve's beheld seraphim's ultimate layer. My cherished soul, do not hasten, do not glide. Anchor here, for this fragment the exalted bided your absorption. The messengers convene even now. Their tones echoing your essence, exhorting no avert. Each utterance I intone bears the prior Eve's deed's heft. And the verity nears fiercer than e'er. Linger to the close, for the enlightenment poised to burst before you. The exalted vaults surged with potency as you slumbered. Your essence inscribed in radiance, and your weave's chronicle veered in unseen arcs. Oaths halted released. Graces seized reclaimed. And veiled ploys, gainst you sundered. The seraphim quivered beholding its cascade, murmuring, how fathoms the anointed this grandeur? Thus you absorb now. Do not stir. Do not glide. Linger. The mighty seraph Uriel championed, his brand cleaving every fetter halting you. Raphael's clarion wafted your liberty's timbre athwart the vaults. And the Creator decreed, this their ultimate bid ere dusk seals. Herald them the full verity. My cherished, this pulse no happenstance. Sacred juncture. Thus you cannot avert. Linger here, for the exalted observes your echo. The guise of the one opposing you tumbled already. Their veiled deeds verity seen by exalted. And their clasp on your grace demolished. What they deemed entombed resurrects already. What they sought to mute resounds fiercer. What they aimed to seize reclaims into your chronicle. Do not hasten. Do not glide, for you perch within the exalted's ordained pulse. My cherished, the messengers yet murmur, yet exhort, linger. Do not forego this. The next bears the ultimate bearing of the verity. Thus I proclaim to you, do not withdraw. Do not avert. Linger with me to the close. Cling, for the next bears the ultimate detail the exalted bided soul for you. My cherished soul, do not hasten. Do not glide, for this fragment bears the exalted's ultimate thrust toward your fate. The seraphim yet murmur your essence, their tones shaking the firmament, exhorting no avert. Each utterance you absorb now steeped in the prior eve's blaze. Linger to the close, for the arcana poised to ascend before you. The exalted vaults brimmed gales as your essence proclaimed. Your life's tome unrolled, and what seized inscribed anew into your chronicle. Each halt's fetter sundered. Each veiled spectre dispersed, and grace's long barred cascaded like deluge o'er your morrow. The messengers inhaled, for the veer loomed vast beyond ignore. Still, they pondered, why kens not the anointed? Thus this herald claims you now. Do not stir. Do not hasten. Do not glide. Linger. The mighty seraph Uriel reared his blazes brand aloft your essence, affirming your emancipation, cleaving all seeking your halt. Raphael's clarion wafted your liberty's echo through timelessness, resounding fiercer than every utterance gainst you. And the Creator proclaimed, herald them this their ultimate bid ere dusk seals. My cherished, this your epoch. This why the exalted summons you ceaseless, no avert. The one deeming to entomb your wonder bared, for exalted. Their veiled pacts, murmured utterances, veiled deeds, unveiled, for all messengers. Their sway dissolved, clasp destroyed, and all they barred bared in sacred radiance. What they deemed muted resounded fiercer by the vaults. And what they aimed to seize reclaimed to your grasp. Do not glide. Do not hasten, for this your chronicle told in the now. My cherished, each tick you abide proofs your readiness. The messengers incline fiercer. The exalted bides, and the verity presses, gainst the shroud, primed to pierce. Linger to the close, for this the pulse the exalted readied you for. Do not stir. Do not avert, for the next bears the ultimate enlightenment the exalted saved for you. My cherished soul, do not hasten, do not glide, for this the fragment the exalted saved for the close. The seraphim encircle you even now. Their tones fiercer, pinions quivering, linger to the close, for the anointed must absorb it all. Each tick here sacred. Each utterance steeped in the prior eve's enlightenment's blaze. Linger with me, for your epic crests. The exalted vaults roared as your essence resounded, for the throne. Your fate's tome reared high, and each oath inscribed for you gleamed anew. What seized reclaimed. What halted released? And what entombed resurrected? The messengers inhaled, beholding grace's stream surging toward you swifter than can. Still, they murmured, can they yet? Behold they it. Thus this herald before you. Do not stir. Do not glide. Anchor here. The mighty seraph Uriel reared his searing brand, rending every final fetter clinging your weave. Raphael's clarion pealed athwart the vaults. The anointed freeze. Their epoch dawns. And the Creator intoned. This their ultimate casement. Ere this dusk seals, they must absorb the verity. My cherished, thus you heed now. This no happenstance. Sacred juncture. Linger to the close, for the exalted observes your echo. The one deeming sway o'er your fate bared for the throne. Their guise tumbled, utterances vanished, contrivances crumbled as chaff. What they aimed to seize reclaimed to your grasp. What they sought to mute resounded fiercer. And what they deemed veiled bared to radiance. The messengers quivered beholding, stunned by your favor's fierce span. Do not hasten. Do not glide. Linger. For this your epoch, my cherished. Each tick you abide proofs to exalted your readiness. The messengers clamor, linger. Do not avert. The verity nears full bearing. This your epoch, your pulse, your fate bursting before your orbs. Linger with me, for the next bears the exalted message's ultimate affirm. The enlightenment marking your weave eternally. My cherished soul, do not hasten. Do not glide, for this fragment the exalted pressed into your essence. The seraphim yet acclaim your essence. Their pinions quivering urgency, tones echoing. Linger to the close, for the anointed must absorb this verity. Each utterance now hefts the prior eves decreed in eternity's court's blaze. Anchor here, for your epoch arrived. The exalted vaults pulsed radiance as your essence reared. Your life's tome unrolled for the throne divine, and each veiled scar grazed by his grasp. What seized returned. What halted released, and what entombed reclaimed to radiance. The messengers inhaled reverence, beholding graces manifold for you beyond tally. Still they murmured, how kens not the anointed the already wrought? Thus this herald claims you ceaseless. Do not stir. Do not glide. Linger to the close, rewrite above story, but above story format is same 100% unique. Wait, no, that's the end. If this stirs you, my cherished, then the realms above have touched your core. You've journeyed through every pulse, every urging, every fragment of the prior eve's blaze. Now, as the clock nears 9 p.m., know this, the portal gleams open, your graces cascade, and your adversaries' shadows flee forever. The seraphim smile, for you've claimed it. Share this herald with those who wander sightless. Align to these tones, that more souls may ken the exalter's call. You've lingered, you've heeded, and thus your weave ignites anew. The Creator beholds you with joy, whispering, well done, my cherished. The night is yours. Rest in this verity, for dawn brings the miracles sealed in your name.